Today, I wanted to talk about the pleasure in the small things, like a cup of coffee in the morning or watching the sunset. These things are the ones that make me truly happy. I truly believe that these are the things that make you happy in the long run, and that every day is very important to a happy and fulfilling life. Like it was written, well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing, according to the lives of the eminent philosophers. The small things are the ones that matter, and happiness is not a simple objective with a simple goal, but more like a combination of mountains with ups and downs. The small things together create the bigger picture, that being happiness itself. So basically, what really matters are the small aspects of life, living your life step by step, enjoying and seizing every precious moment of it. Animal Crossing is all based around that ideology. The game is all about doing simple tasks and enjoying the game without a main goal, without finishing a main objective. Most of the game is about giving you freedom to play it the way you want, because happiness and the things that make you happy are different to everyone. It invites you to enjoy the small tasks, creating the whole experience more enjoyable. This mentality reminds me of slow living, a philosophy around a simple lifestyle and enjoying life with small things and in a sustainable way. In Animal Crossing, you can go fish around and try to enjoy these moments, avoiding multitasking, something strongly supported by this ideology. The game invites you to focus on one thing at a time and to find happiness in a simpler lifestyle of the game, especially in a time where being busy is treated like a synonym to happiness. We also go according to the seasons and collect what nature has to offer at the time, having a more organic way of living, something most of us don't practice anymore with globalization. But this type of lifestyle does not only help us with the environment too. We are made to accept the beauty and reality of life itself, like it was many years ago, where enjoying life doesn't come in a specific time and look and whenever you want it, but in just what the world has to offer to you. Every season, every place, and every time has something different to give, and we must appreciate it before it's gone. The game for me is a reminder to step out of my normal and busy routine and remember what really matters to me and not what society says. The game also reminds me of the films of Studio Ghibli, with those quiet times where the characters are basically doing nothing except enjoying the moment, like drinking tea or just enjoying the atmosphere. Studio Ghibli explores the small aspects of life, not just for the sake of a good film, but for the digestion and relieving breath of fresh air that the studio is so well known for, creating a bigger picture of what life is really about. I also wanted to talk about how Animal Crossing promotes a healthy way of playing video games. The time in the game works exactly like the time in real life. So if it's 10 p.m. in real life, then it's also 10 p.m. in Animal Crossing, making a direct connection with the real world and be relevant to our routines, like visiting a friend's house, also constructing a sense of reality in the game. This healthy aspect is emphasized by the hour the shops are open, making it impossible to sell anything or buy late at night, and how much you can actually do and find in a day. Living these sort of things and respawning different stuff randomly makes you want to return to this world every day, but also keeping in check how long you stay in it. Unlike most games that keep focus on making you stay as much time as possible. This also incentivizes the player to create healthy habits, like wake up soon to see certain characters and to not play until very late because most of the shops are closed. Most games I played never incentivized me to take things slowly and enjoy the moment at a time. Or just in general, make me do anything in real life. In Animal Crossing, there is no rush. Every day is almost the same as every day, and everything moves at your own pace. There aren't levels or a way to give you pressure to evolve. You can just decorate your island, pay the bills, meet new people, or talk to your villagers that you already know. Help the development of your museum, see different species, and grow your island as much as you'd like. Like a sandbox as a kid that you only visit once a day. We can see a lot of Japanese inspiration in the character's design, obviously. And the whole game is inspired by the experience of the creator and Japanese culture and philosophies. The creator of this game moved out of his home to work to Nintendo, ending up very alone, and he wanted to create a game recreating a sense of security and community that he so hoped to have while he was gone. Like most of the media originated from Japan, definitely an aspect that is monetized with this series. Is the comforting and simplistic customs, culture, and aesthetic of Japan. Though much of the franchise could be seen almost as a translation of some aspects of Japan in a more general world perspective, visible in the towns in New Leaf and the tropical feel of New Horizons, because it has much of Japan as it has of the rest of the world. It is definitely a game with no nationality or culture, but more about your own personality, creating liberty to express yourself or your culture. Even if the line is blurred in the latest one, that actually sells the perspective and the popular look of cultural Japan. But you can make your island whatever you'd like. But in the sense, here in Animal Crossing New Horizons, it is an aesthetic, and even with its general appeal in culture Japan, everything has its meaning. It might be read in various ways, but in Animal Crossing it's all for the sake of the moment. Relaxation and happiness. For example, though the cherry blossoms might also symbolize the short life of a warrior in poetic Japanese sense, here it shows its beauty. Yes, life is short, and there is no other way to live it than beautifully and at its fullest. And with that realization, the cherry blossoms become a symbol of happiness and wisdom, just as much as we see in those Asian old movies. To conclude, we can read Animal Crossing with various philosophies, but from all this, what is definitely the main focus? We can determine that the game is actually about enjoying the small things and is teaching us that we don't need to be always busy or multitasking and striving for the greater successful life to be happy. And the true meaning of happiness is by enjoying ourselves in the present and in the now.